And for only the second time in the Slipstream Esports tournament, the time to race is now. The two on the front row, all set and ready to get going. Who's going to come out on top? Who is going to take victory and put themselves possibly in the lead of the championship by the end of today? There is not long in this championship. You've got to perform at every moment, and one of the moments is now. We're underway and racing for the second time this season, and we find ourselves with Sultan holding the lead down into turn 1, Shadman Sadiq P2, and then Abdullah Ayaz in third. Much more well behaved for the top 3, unlike 1 week ago. Let's take a look further back and make their way through. Can they make their way through further back? It is Zayan Intaz, P5. He's looking close to an overtake, but we are right now seeing the field calmly navigate their way through, and after the chaos of last time, they are much more well behaved here in Le Castellet. 45 minutes on the clock. They're already trying to break the toe and getting super tight, getting super close. There is going to be Ayaz. Is Ayaz looking for the move? It appears like he is, and it can be a very, very long slipstream battle, and Ayaz is ahead. Abdullah Ayaz moves up to second place, so a bit of a switch that's come in, and with such a long straight, it means they're all over each other when they make their way through. Now into scene corner. That's another look, that's another move, and that is Ayaz, who moved up to second and now drops to fourth in a couple of meters. Shadman Sadiq retakes his position. Then it is Zohaib Hussain as we make our way through into the end of the lap. Oh, it's a melee contact. Contact made, and it's Zohaib Hussain who goes spinning. And the driver who was momentarily second now will fall all the way to the back of the field, and it's not the race start that they would have wanted. Cars all over the road, and the chaos that we mentioned had striked in Barcelona. You can see Abir Ahmad is flashing the headlights. Get on with it, he's saying. And he is waiting for the opportunity. Into the final corner, is there one? He'll take a wide line. And then better traction off the corner. Can he now try and make a move? It doesn't appear like he's got the purchase when it comes to off the corner. And then he doesn't have the slipstream. He doesn't have, well, he does have the slipstream. He doesn't have enough speed. He doesn't have the overspeed to make his way by. That's the difference. And that is why he's having to do most of the magic under braking. But the thing is, it's single file usually when you're going through the braking zones, and unless you outbrake your rival, it is a different story. But this time around, he has got the better traction. This time around, he has got the inside line, and this time around, he has got P5. Moving ahead is Abir Ahmad, and Ali Arman now is on the back foot and has to look in their mirrors because Zubair Zaman is also there, and contact made between the pair of them. Ali Arman with a tough couple of corners will find themselves not pointing in the right direction and now dropping down as well. Dramatic start to this lap for them. The lead is, by the way, only separated by 0.2 of a second, and it's why we're focusing on the battle now. It's the first time after lap 1 this season that we're going to see the two leaders wheel to wheel, and it is going to be the lead for Shadman Sadiq. Switchback applied. Sultan fights straight back on the inside line, and he's retaken P1 in the contest. Can he now try and come back with better traction? Shadman Sadiq looks to the outside. Can he try sell the dummy? Great racing this in the early stages. Really fantastic to watch, and that will surely be a compromise line. And the position retaken. Shadman Sadiq back to the lead once again. It's going to be getting annoying. It's going to be becoming a major annoyance. So you'd want to at least do something. You'd want to try something different. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing here from Zubair Zaman. Makes it a drag race. Pulls alongside. And now it is wheel to wheel as they come over the start-finish line. And it is a switch in position. Zubair Zaman gets past in his McLaren car. They're coming straight back. It's Sayam Rahman as we head down into the first turn. And he is going to retake 9th. So it is pass and repass here in the Slipstream Esports Championship, a battle that is continuing on and on and on. Ali Arban slides all over the place. And there we go, he's running slightly wide. He's twitched. He's had a slide. Zombie Dewan runs round the outside. Now looking to try and get the up and under. They're putting on the blinkers, the headlights, they're putting on everything in this battle. Because it really is just that intense. On the brakes we go. Ali Arman loses it, and Zombie Duran has to cut the chicane basically to try and get there, to try and get to the place. Of course, he couldn't do so. Ali Arman is parking the bus at the moment, not letting Zombie Duran have that place at all. We've got 5 minutes to go to resolve the only battle. Omar's closing in further back as well on Zaman, but this is the only battle that is actively properly going on the circuit. That is super close, and Zombie Duran gets ahead. Zombie Duran finally makes the move, but of course Ali Arman's going to fight it on the brakes, but he's surely not made the corner. Where on earth is he? Is he there? He's behind. He had to cut over the chicane, and he's rejoined behind, and he won't be back ahead of Zombie Duran. And look at this. Zayan and Taz looking to try and defend the pressure of Zohaib Hussain. We are in the final stages. This is a battle for 4th position. Can Zohaib Hussain make a move? Can they try and pull out alongside and go for it to the inside? That is really close to contact at major speed. And it was a large look. They're trying to be large in the mirrors, trying to get to the inside line and finding the route by. Zohaib Hussain improves up to P4, and Intaz is kind of frightened at many moments in the battle, I'm sure, because they would have all of a sudden seen a car coming up the inside and very nearly crashing into them. Through to the final corners on the last lap, and what a moment of celebration this is going to be. It was a very close qualifying, it was a very close race at the start, but Shadman Sadiq got the lead, pulled away, and now gets his reward as he will send it over the line, weaving to victory in Le Castellet. Shadman Sadiq wins in France. Abdullah Rayaz 2nd place, and it will be Sultan who will complete the podium in 3rd. And they've got still a couple more meters to go until that is the case, but they'll be getting there, and that'll be our podium. Over the line, and Sultan P3, and Hussain and Intaz battled late into the final stages, but in the background they will be home, 4th and 5th in that order, and then Ishraq Rahman in P6.